Oh, sup nerds, I'm Wes, Neverboard Gaming, hanging out at GenCon 50 with my buddy Chris at Calliope Games.
Hi.
Hi Chris.
How are you doing?
I am what'd you say, fabulo?
Fabu.
I don't know what that means.
Fab. I don't know.
Fantastic. Anyway, what are we looking at here?
We are looking at Shutterbug by Mike Elliott.
Oh.
This is from our Titans of Gaming series. This is coming out towards the end of this year, and it is an awesome game of set collection, card management, and exploration. So let me tell you a little bit about what this is all about. All right, so the year is 1932.
Okay.
And the world is abuzz with rumors about strange creatures that are roaming the countryside. And here in America, we're talking about very strange creatures like werebeasts and thunderfangs and sky stallions. So you and I are photographers. We have been tasked with a secret assignment by the not so reputable tabloids of the day to get out there, gather tips from all these different cities, find where the creatures are and take their photos, add them to our portfolio so that they can sell lots of papers of these creatures, the pictures that we take.
Yeah.
So at the end of 8 rounds, we will score our secret assignment, we will score any side jobs that we completed, and we'll get bonus points for getting back to the city at the end of the 8th round, and we'll see who's got the most points.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing we do, I think you like this purple one here.
Always purple.
So let's take a little mock idea of how this thing works. So grab your pawn and put it in any one of the cities.
Oh man, there's so many we're based in Florida, so I'll hang out in Miami.
Boom, I'm gonna go to Chicago, and then Phantom player number 3 is gonna come here to New Orleans. So you're also gonna get these side job markers. Phantom player is gonna get these blue side job markers, and I'm gonna get the red, and we're gonna put the white player over here. You're also gonna get, well, take from here, you get 3 of these tip cards. Boom. And I get 3 of these tip cards. Now let me, oh boy. Let me explain how this works. So each of these tip cards shows one of the creatures along with the terrain, because you'll notice that the map is made up of different terrain areas with a little icon in the corner that matches these. So you have your tip cards. Now on your turn you can move 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Every time you move into a new area, you can discard cards to take pictures of these creatures. So it's going to cost you a number of cards discarded equal to the number that's shown in the area. So if I were to go 1, 2, I see that I have a sky stallion here with a number 2. So the first one I discard has to show the creature itself.
Okay.
The next one either has to be the creature or the terrain. So I happen to have this other card that has the forest terrain.
Okay.
So if I discard those 2, I would be able to draw this one. And as you can see, it's kind of a blurry picture of the Sky Stallion because it's a 2. If it's a 1, it's a terrible picture. If it's a 2, it's okay. It's like that Bigfoot picture of him walking where it's sort of blurry.
Yeah.
The 3 is like a pristine picture. So I would take this photo and add it in front of myself and into my portfolio.
Okay.
That was my second move. My third move could be to go into a city. When you pass through a city, you get to draw 1 tip card. If you land on a city, you get to draw 2. Because you're there, you're rubbing elbows with people, you're saying, hey, you seen anything crazy out there? That's how I talk. So I draw my cards, I've got my hand again, I've moved my 3 spaces. The other thing I could do, let's say I had instead stepped into this spot with this person right here. I could trade tips with them. So let's say they had these 3 cards in their hand, and I have my cards. What I would do is I would take a card and put it in front of them, and I would steal one of theirs, and they would get this one. So that's how you trade tips when you're on the same space with another player, and you can go from there.
Awesome.
All right? So I'm not even going to let you take a turn. I'm just going to keep explaining. All right. So your secret assignment card that you got at the beginning of the game is actually 2 different tabloids asking for a certain collection of photographs. Look Here magazine wants 4 value or better of Sky Stallion. They want 3 value or better of the Nibblefoot, and they want 3 value or better of the Thunderfang. Whereas the World Informer wants 5 of this one, 3 of this one, and 2 of this one. And these are the minimum requirements. So if you go above that, that's great. But if you don't hit that, that creature is ignored. And you, at the end of the game, you choose one side or the other. So depending on what your portfolio looks like, you'll get to choose which one do I want to do. So at the end, if with this 2, maybe I got a couple of other 2s and I had 6, I can add my whole 6 points of this to this one or to this one.
Okay.
But I have to choose one or the other. And then along the way with all these photographs I've taken, the side jobs will say things like, photographs in my portfolio of all 4 creatures. If I manage to get photos of all 4 creatures, I place my side job marker there, and I'll get 2 points at the end. If I get this one, this is 4 photos of the same terrain. I get this one. This is the same creature in all 3 values, 3, 2, and 1. And this one is a photograph in my portfolio from all of the different terrains that are out there.
Okay, so kind of all the different ways you can go with it.
So between the one you choose, which side you choose, and the points you score from this, plus your side jobs, plus you get 2 points for ending the 8th round in a city, that's your final score. So you see who's got the biggest score, and that's the person who is the greatest photographer in the history of the universe, and they win the game.
Awesome.
That's Shutterbug by Mike Elliott, due out end of the year.
Very nice. So, in the comment box down below, make sure you make fun of this guy's accents. They are awful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Above that, in the description box, we'll have a purchase link when this game is available, which you said is
early to mid Q4 of 2018.
2018.
2017.
It was
2019.
Man.
3066. No. It'll be out by the end of 2017.
Awesome. Anyway, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never be bored.
Beat you.
I don't want to hold it like this. My arm's going to get tired.
I haven't blinked to you.
Kiss it. Kiss it.